Hey, Yamaguchi.
Hmm?
Wouldn't it be great to have someone curate a list of the best anime to watch this summer season?
Yeah, Takeuchi, that'd be awesome.
Also, Head. That's pretty great.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but what does that have to do with... Hey, when did you take your pants off?
Coming off of an absolutely stacked spring 2023, I can confirm that this summer season is decent. I say that because most of it's either an isekai, a sequel I've never watched, a sequel to an isekai I've never watched, or one of the best samurai shows of all time written by Japanese EDP. So yeah, there goes half the lineup. As much as I want to tell you why shows like Ikimono-san or Bang Dream It's My Go is the peak of modern fiction, I don't, it's not even true. Who the fuck? So we can take those out as well. And lastly, to give it some more variety so I'm not watching 10 ecchi anime in a row, I'm only choosing one anime from each genre. Great. Now that the rules are in place, I think it's about time we dive into the first anime on the list, which is, unsurprisingly, Jujutsu Kaisen. If you haven't watched my last video on JJK, why? Jujutsu Kaisen is one of those shows where you're genuinely missing out if you haven't watched it. It's like in middle school when everyone was talking about One Piece or Dragon Ball and my dumbass was watching Sergeant Kuroro.
Oh baby, what took you so long to come?
Moving on, we have Mushoku Tensei. Again, I'm not watching it because I haven't watched the original, but I thought I'd just put it here because people won't seem to shut the fuck up about it. Next on the list is Zom 100. Now, normally I wouldn't go for a show like this because I find the plot to be a bit gimmicky, but Mr. Gig said it was good, and that guy never misses. Except when he talks about romance.
Fucking dual-wielding incest at this point.
And food.
I don't appreciate 90% of bread, because to me 90% of bread tastes the fucking same.
Zom 100 is about this guy who's just done with everything. No life, no friends, no hoes. You've seen it before. So anyway, a zombie apocalypse happens, and the first thing this guy thinks of when he sees this is, oh shit, this is like The Walking Dead. Also, this is like The Walking Dead. Basically, he gets reinvigorated and is now trying to live a meaningful life in a world completely devoid of it. Alright, that's shonen check, survival check, and another must-watch on my list, Helck. There's a distinct feeling one has when watching a classic superhero show. Justice League, Superman, Avengers, big, strong, muscular men that you just know can be depended on no matter what the circumstances, no matter who the adversary. That's what I'm hoping Helck is gonna be. If I was 5 fucking years old, psych! Helck has all the qualities of someone who makes a living out of saving humans. The only problem is, he fucking hates humans. So instead, he enters a whole ass tournament to decide the next Demon King, and if you need more explanations, do I need to call you an ambulance? What the fuck wasn't clear about that? Helck wins it all, but this is a problem again. Fucking obviously. So now they need this girl Vermilio to get to the bottom of why Helck hates humans so much. This one actually comes courtesy of Mr. Bowley himself, and if there's anyone who knows the ins and outs of big buff men, it's him. Now that we've got the must-watches out of the way, these are some of the anime that I just found interesting, or at least worth mentioning. Watashi no Shiawase na Keikon, or My Happy Marriage, is probably the last thing you'd hear from a male anime YouTuber. The story follows Mio, a girl who's supposed to be born with supernatural psychic abilities, but instead, she gets verbal abuse, the classic switcheroo. Because she was born with no powers, Mio is then arranged married to Kyoka, a soldier so heartless his prior fiancés all fled from him. But is he really as cold as he seems? I can't quite put my finger on it, but something drew me to this show that other romances this season failed to do. Nope, I got it. Too young, too small, too weird. Wait, sorry, that's Domestic Girlfriend. Either way, too boring, too Coomer, too unrealistic, and
you.
So it's no surprise that I ended up with this anime. It has an interesting story, interesting characters with a pretty nice setting. I might check it out. And following that sweet and budding romance is another cute show about— oh, what the fuck? Ew, what is that thing? Oh, she's kinda hot actually. Oh my god. Undead Girl Murder Farce. Despite being the worst titled anime of the season, second only to the most heretical last boss queen from villainous to savior, or Higeki no Gen Kyoto no, is anything but a bad show. I mean, come on, it's a mystery anime. I'm starting to develop a love for those. The story is basically about this guy who's half man, half oni, or demon troll, and his partner who's— no, not the cute maid, the severed head in the birdcage. Yep, there you go. Together, they travel across the world to find the mysterious scientist who made him like this, and her like that. Honestly, I would have easily put this on my must-watch list if not for the fact that this is a mystery anime and those tend to fly under the radar on multiple occasions. But if you hear any word about this show anywhere else, you know where they got it from. Fuck it, I'm putting it on my must-watch. If I'm wrong, I legally permit you to crucify me. Halt. Comedy alert. This is a comedy alert. Please dispose of all laughter before entering. It's really hard to pick a comedy anime this season. Not because I have a lot of choices, but because I have to choose one that's actually funny. Why don't we take a look at all the comedy shows this season? Go ahead, Yamaguchi.
Takeuchi, what are you doing here?
We'll let those two sort themselves out. Anyway, the only thing I can think of that could be decently funny is Level 1 Demon Lord. But if you're not into penis jokes and shit like that, I wouldn't recommend it.
You know what? I changed my mind. This shit's actually pretty funny. I'm deadass re-recording on my phone just so I can add this in. For some reason, the way a show is translated by different people can make some jokes funnier than others. Like, look, here's a line from the anime taken from an official source.
こんなオチクリをしに来ていたらバカになりますよ。
And here's that same exact line taken from a not so official source.
こんなオチクリをしに来ていたらバカになりますよ。
I'm starting to think anime studios should just hire these guys to work on their translations. Because if I hear an anime stutter one more fucking time, I'm dropping the hardest ukulele apology you've ever seen.
If you're looking into more of the lighthearted side of things, Masterful Cat is a wholesome show that'll have you wishing you had a cat like this. One who cooks for you, cleans for you, bathes you, maybe not that part, takes out the trash, does the laundry, everything a man living in the 19th century could ever ask for. I'll be watching this anime in between every other anime just so I can get that warm, fuzzy feeling it leaves me each episode. If you like cats, or Way of the House Husband, you're gonna like this show. And if all else fails, we have Ikimono-san. Has anyone actually stopped to entertain what this show has to offer? I don't think you guys are giving the respect that Ikimono-san deserves. Let me give you a breakdown of the first episode, ready? So Ikimono, or whatever this chubby kid's name is, spots a turtle and a snail swapping shells, right? So he thinks, yo, this shit's dope. Spots an even bigger turtle and asks to swap shells with him. So then wait, you know what? Actually, let me play you the clip. Yep. Truly one of the anime of all time. And those are all the anime I think are worth your time. If you agree with me, cool. If you don't, thanks for the watch time. Didn't want you to watch them anyway. Why'd you even click a video about anime recommendations if you didn't want anime recommendations? Are you stupid or something? What's wrong with you? Good luck watching your dumb isekai shows then, you stinky poo-poo loser. Get out of here. I don't want you here on my channel. Go, shoot, go away.